But I want to play this deck from Sand Pop. I know there's been a lot of people working on this deck, but it just looks like so much fun. It looks like so much fun. This is some nonsense deck. So, like, this challenge was won by the best deck ever. Right here and right here. So, we just, you know, we won as a team. Not really, he won. They won. But this challenge was won by not Yawgmoth. Although there was Yawgmoth 9th place. And Yawgmoth 15th place. But let's try this deck. Let's give it a shot. It should be fun. Modern. Import. We were messing around with this kind of deck before. I own all the cards. How crazy is that? 1 Unmarked Grave, 2 Fatal Pushes, Thoughtseizes, Bloodstained Mire. How'd I get another Bloodstained Mire? Blood Crypt, Dwarven Mine, Mountain. Guess we're keeping this. Gigantha. This could be 100 bad decks. This could be one of 1,000 terrible decks. Instead of the fake SpongeBob. They are the real SpongeBob. Hello, SpongeBob. No, I shouldn't. SpongeBob. Oh, I'm first? Should I just Thoughtseize them? I don't trust anyone who's playing Gigantha. I don't trust them. I don't want to Thoughtseize and like go to like 4 life. Oh, they're playing weirdness. Maybe I'm supposed to keep that fetch for the... Do I Thoughtseize myself? Next turn. I feel like they're going to do some stupid stuff. I feel like they're going to play an Emery and a... Okay, this kind of works out for us. Not really. At least this isn't an Asmo and they can make a food and kill us. Birdie. Oh, you fucker. Well, that's some shit. What are the odds of that? Oh, what's up? Good for them. If I had known that I was going to be playing against... If I had known that I was going to be playing against fucking Amulet, I would play Maguses, but, you know. Living End's still a deck. There's a lot of decks out there. I mean, if that's what works for them, good for them. I guess that's some absolute horseshit. Do we have to, like, Thoughtseize our hand to make sure it's not a whatever? Probably, right? We have to make sure it's not just a time sev and we just die. That was something else. I mean, there's a lot of cards that work in Yogg, and, you know, whatever works for different people. I wish them all the best. Asmo. Yeah, so definitely get those Magus. Get those Maguses in for those. It's so hard, yeah. I mean, sometimes you want to play some things, and otherwise you play other. All right, let's draw lands. They have Asmo here. So they have double food. They could kill whatever we do. They have fucking Spellbomb here. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Oh, we missed our land drop too? Perfect. If we hit a land, tilting. I can't believe that Spellbomb. That's so... Yeah, like, if you want to beat anything... If you want to beat anything, you could beat anything with Yawgmoth. Like, you want to beat Burn. I guess I shouldn't have conceded. They didn't have the infinite thing yet. It wasn't technically dead. Alright, what am I getting? Leyline of the Voids? This deck has no interaction. I can't believe I lost to it. Guess I maybe want more. I guess I want Dress Downs. Guess I want Ashioks. Lexard. Thank you for the 3 months of support. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy with Yogg. You could play like whatever you want with it. That Spell Bomb was pretty good. Alright. We keep this hand? We have 2 Archons. We just go Hard Evidence, land, and... I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Doesn't really interact with them. We have 2 dead cards in it. Yeah, Kitchen Figs. Yeah. We're trying to play some... Well, we gotta balance it. Fun decks during the week. On the weekends, we try to win challenges. We try. Alright. It's a good draw. Okay, so we fetch here, and then we Tainted Indulgence, and we hopefully hit a thingy-a-bobby. There's no basic island in this list. What is this deck doing? We'll get Steam Vents, I imagine. Alright. Draw Archon. Ooh. Alright. Seems pretty good. Seems strong to just cast the Persist on the Archon. Okay. Seems strong. Seems good. Alright, well, that's pretty solid. I have an Archon. You have nothing. This is so silly. This whole Spell Bomb. Okay. So I'm going to attack you with an Archon of Cruelty. Oh, you're going to unsummon it, huh? Okay. Well, I'm going to play this land. Going to crack this. Going to get a little homie. And the little homie is going to ascend. Ascend, homie. Yeah, I mean, Burn just runs so hot sometimes. And there's really nothing you could do about it, and it'll just kill you. Sometimes Burn runs hotter than the sun, and you just die to it, you know? Urza's Saga. Cycle on Earth. Bone Shard. Oh, Asmo. Ooh. Okay. So, I'm going to go to attacks. Going to make them sacrifice a card and discard a card. Okay. So now we Tainted Indulgence and try and find a land. Discard Cruelty, play you, pay 2 life, and Persist. Well, when this deck does this, it feels pretty broken. They should have discarded the thingy to make a thingy, but I think they're dead. So when are we getting a little homie? This little dwarf would be a really good little emote. The little homie dwarf. That would be a good emote. Little dwarf homie. Alright, deck's great. Work of art. Wouldn't change anything for the world. Probably want Fatal Pushes instead of Fabled. Yeah. Ugh. That sounds pretty miserable. The sand looks pretty miserable too. But I guess we can keep it on the draw, right? We get to fetch up. We get to fetch up Tarn. Or weird Triome thing. Alright. We just need to draw lands. Oh, that's a good draw. So we'll fetch out the Triome. Kill their Asmo. Maybe don't fetch out the Triome. We'll probably kill whatever they do. Probably Asmo here. Time Sieve. Oh boy. Alright, let's fetch out Lounge. We really need to hit perfect. Just in time. Alright, we're probably dead this game. We've probably died. Because they probably go 3-drop here to Fairy. Interesting. Interesting. What the fuck does that do? I guess that bounces an Archon. Guess that would bounce Leyline of the Void. Maybe we shouldn't even have Leyline of the Void in the deck. 1, 2, 3. Alright, lands. Give us land. Oh, that would be so good. Fuck. That would stop this from searching. They wouldn't be able to hit. Oh, that'd be so good. Damn it. I guess we could cycle Dress down here. No. I guess we'll have to play. We can't do anything too fancy with Dress down. Have I considered drawing a land? No. No, I didn't. I wanted to draw my sideboard hate cards, but I drew them in the worst order possible. What are the odds you think they'll take Archon of Cruelty? How are the odds they take Archon of Cruelty? 7 out of 10? I think it's 6 out of 6 are the odds. Yeah, I guess we should have just cast that to cycle. But I mean, if we draw a mountain... Tilt. I gotta be more specific. I guess we just... cast Ashiok. Alright. Get the turn. They don't get to search with this saga. They get to make a Duber, but they don't get to search. Which is fine with me. Because we don't want them searching for more shit to time save. If they didn't have Teferi, I could have done something cool like that, but they had a Teferi, unfortunately. So, all fun was... I could have played the Dress Down earlier just to cycle it and draw a card, but since I had the sagas, I wanted to leave it in play. But that was my mistake. I mean, if we draw a fetch land, we could do stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should draw a card with this. Alright, so they kill Ashiok. Alright, give me fetch land. They'd still just unsummon it, but it would be... I think we have to try and Tainted Indulgence here for a land. This is our only way out. Okay, Archon. We discard. Now, unfortunately, we need to kill these things. We need to kill these things, I guess. We could sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably lose next turn. If I save that and didn't kill one of these, they probably they got to attack us, sack this, take an extra turn, and just kill us. So we were just dead. I should have mulliganed this hand. And now we're just dead. Yeah, now we're dead. GG. We're playing 4 Prismari Commands and never drew them. Oh well. Mr. Siri MTG, thank you, my friends. Professional top 8er. I don't know about that. Alright, let's mulligan this. I guess we're keeping this. This hand does literally nothing, but you know. Yeah, playing it doesn't make it hard. It's a lot of random. It's like, does your hate line up? Oh, great. The world is ready for relics. Do I want to go all the way down here? I'm just going to get a swamp. Am I going to do that? No, this is not a coward stream. There is no fear in this dojo. Oh, maybe there should have been a little fear in this dojo. We could take the Spike Field, cut him off lands. We could take the Fury. We could take this thing. We could take this thing. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I kind of feel like I take the Seasoned Pyromancer. Or I just take a land and say, fuck them. Yeah, fuck them. That was probably greedy and stupid. But it does, you know, this is the M. Hayashi mono red artifacty special deck. Yeah. The artifacts matter nonsense. Let's probably... should probably take the Bone Crusher Giant now. Maybe I should have taken the Seasoned Pyro. But, whatever. Should probably make some effort to play around Wasteland. Blood Moon. Because I have to crack this, get Delirium to do this. But I'll wait. We'll crack and get the Xander thing. What? I don't understand. I don't understand. Not smart enough to live in this world anymore. Guess they thought I had... I don't know. I don't know. They returned Obayash. Oh, that's great. Search your library for a non-legendary card. I guess I'm going to search my library for the Archon. I don't want to draw one, number one. And number two, if they pop the relic to it gets rid of their Seasoned Pyromancer, which I'm okay with. Playing around to flash. They wanted to save these. Okay. I really don't want to draw another land, so I'm going to crack this, and I'm going to get a Dwarven Mine. I don't want to draw another land. I want to draw Creativity. Sad day indeed. Flashbacks. Yeah, I mean, this card's old. Old. Yeah. We'll exile this land. We'll exile Unmarked Grave. We will crack this fetch because we don't want to draw another land. We want to draw one of these. I guess we'll save this. We'll save these. Because they could Fury away most of our board at the end of turn. Wow, so much for Habera. No, you just gotta take it a little bit more seriously than I do. And maybe commit to it a little bit more than playing meme decks all day. We're playing against M. Hayashi's deck. This dude, Modern Prelim, Modern League. This guy, M. Hayashi, has been doing this. He's been playing mono red with like Urza Sagas and relics and pyrite synthesizers. It's like an artifact based version of the deck. But this isn't what our opponent's playing because our opponent's playing other things. It's not hard getting a lot of trophies, it just takes commitment. Sometimes not always the most committed in life. I'll admit to that. I'll admit to that. So I guess I block one, kill one. No, I guess I want to draw two, discard two, make a treasure. So we'll block one, go to 5. I think 5's okay. Because we know their hand is Obosh and whatever else. It's not hard. Unless you have a smooth brain. No, it's not about smooth brain. It's just... it's playing a tier 1 deck over and over and over again. Or you could play a not tier 1 deck over and over again. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards a card, then target player creates a treasure. You tried? No, I'm not a big CEDH guy. I like to play EDH for fun, you know? And CEDH is so try-hard, you might as well just be playing fucking Modern or something, you know? Target player draws 2, discards 2, makes a treasure. Okay, discard 2. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Target this treasure token, or we can wait till next turn. If we wait till next turn, we get Den of the Bugbear. So we'll just target this here treasure token. And then we'll just stabilize a little bit. Well, yeah, but at the same time, is CDH that much different than just Vintage? Alright. Okay. I found CDH to be like Vintage. And I don't particularly enjoy Vintage. But, I mean, it would be fun. The big thing about CEDH is that, like, in the community that I grew up in, like, well, the community that I played Magic in, which was, like, Binghamton, New York, nobody played CEDH. Nobody was playing competitive CEDH. Everybody was just playing fuck around EDH. Alright, what's in your hand? Well, I mean, you could have that without... You could have that. You just have to find better people to play against, it sounds like. Yeah. Commander can be real sketchy. You know? It's hard. It's hard to play Commander, because if you, like, go to a Commander table and you're just playing against a bunch of people with pre-con decks, then it's not fun. But if you go and you play against somebody with CEDH decks, it's just like, okay. Alright, cool. Cool, you know, like, I have one friend who's got an Azusa deck, And it either kills you on turn 3 or you stop it and it does nothing for the entire game. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that aspect of it, where it's equal and it's not like, oh, yeah. I deliberately powered down my EDH deck. Like, it's deliberately powered down. I play like a shitty commander. Alright, so they have a card called Blood Moon, and we have no answers for it. So, that's good. How could I do that to Sig? Sig is a stupid commander. Like, I have the deck right here. I have it like, I don't really play a lot of good creatures. I just, like, play a bunch of steal effects to steal other people's good creatures. This is my EDH deck. Except for, like, one card. I don't remember what card. Oh, I have that one agent in paper, but I've never played with him since COVID. I haven't played EDH since COVID really happened. What do I want to sideboard? Sick Boy. Thank you. Very kind. I missed your thing. Sick Boy 66. Thank you. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. I appreciate the support for 5 months. Igor 13, thank you for the follow. And Philip 1984, thank you for the follow. Bring an Alpine Moon. I mean, their plan is probably going to be to Blood Moon me. Their plan is going to be Blood Moon me as, like, fast as possible. Don't really want Unmarked Grave. Persist probably isn't going to work. We could probably cut out... We'll do this. Do this. I need one more card. I'll put this thing in. It's target land an opponent controls. Lands your opponent controls with target name. Because it works with if you're playing an Urza Saga deck, you could still bring it in. No, you're not dumb. It's alright. It would be cool if it worked like that. But it's used in the Urza Saga mirrors. And I was like, well, wait a minute. Does that stop all Urza Saga? No, it's just your opponent's stuff. Alright, this hand's sweet. Pertinent modern questions. Oh. That's all we got here is opinions. What's your question, friendo? Oh, it hurts. Take that Blood Moon. Magus of the Moon. Magus of the Moon. Magus of the Moon. Magus of the Moon. Well, this Fable's going to have to do a lot of work. Okay. That's the same mountain they had? Masters, yeah, okay. So we have to play this. And then we'll float if they do play the Magus, we'll crack this for the Triome, float a black, let it resolve, and then Fatal Push this. Yeah. Doing good, I'm doing good. Alright, so they played a mountain. Okay, so we crack. We get to Triome. We float Un Black. Oh, you're so annoying with that. My beautiful, my friend. Once a Trojan is going off with the valley. Does nothing like him. Your friend is incorrect. Unfortunately, the reality of the situation is your friend is incorrect. And unfortunately, the deck your friend wants to play is not very good right now. 8-rack is not good right now. I've tried. No one is more disappointed to hear this than me as an 8-rack lover, aficionado. But my friend wants to run a Torches Monoblock Reckless. He says going off with the volume. There's nothing late game. Murktide is not easy to cast. Torch just dirtily and win more. There's a lot of things wrong with what your friend said. But, I mean, Murktide has dominated Modern for the last... since it came out, really. It's been broken, busted, whatever you want to call it, for a long time now. Don't kill my goblin, please. I like my goblin. My goblin is a friend. Oh, they're not going to kill it now because they're going to make me make my decisions prior to knowing if my goblin survives. Well, I don't care about you. Would you like to feel? Yes. I will discard a land and a land. Perfect. I will play a land. And I will attack you and make a treasure. Yeah, like, your friend is just way off base of what Modern is. Iteration is arguably one of the strongest cards in Modern. I guess we're priced into 2 damage to any target, loot. 2 damage to any target. 2 damage to any target, target player draws 2, discards 2. 2 damage to any target player is me. Oops. I've tapped very poorly for this. Okay. Maybe I want 2 damage to any target draw. Maybe I just want to make a treasure. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm just going to make a treasure and kill that thing. 2 damage to any target. 2 damage to any target creates a treasure. 2 damage. I want a treasure. I don't know. I have been off Modern. I've been out of touch with Legacy for a while. I feel like they're going to make a change here pretty quick. I feel like something's coming. And we'll have to readjust to see the format. But the problem is, iteration is broken. Unfortunately, you can't make a workable 8-rack deck right now. It just doesn't work in the meta right now. It's just not there, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just need one more lands. I wish that there was an 8-rack deck in the format that did work, but unfortunately, it does not work. In Legacy, I think they'll ban something in Legacy. There's quite a lot of community disturbance about it. Yeah, yep, that's exactly what I'm referring to. Do I think blue-eye control in Modern? I don't know. I think blue-eye control is good when Wafo's winning. If Wafo's winning, then I think the deck is good. If Wafo's winning, I don't think the deck's very good. If Wafo's losing, rather. Alright, that's really annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 2 wins and lost. But I was like not focused and I punted and I was yelling at someone in chat. And I like threw away a game that I should have won because I was yelling at someone in chat. Which is not really what you want to do. But I made a terrible punt. Okay. We're going to discard, yes. We're going to go all in on drawing a land. We did it. We are the best. We're going to get a dwarf here. Dwarfy. Alright. Decepticon. Deceptive Pan. Thank you for giving out a sub to New Green. Like, I have tried on this stream, I've tried to play any kind of mono black 8-rack deck, but the problem is mono black runs out of cards. And, like, the things that you can use in mono black to get card advantage, like Urza Saga or Liliana or some of these planeswalkers, just other colors, other decks are doing that better than you can do it, which is kind of sad to say, but it is unfortunate. Do I block here with the dwarf? I think I block with the dwarf and then attack the Archon. We'll have something here that flips next turn. God, Fable, this is so silly. And then if this lives, we just get to... So if they tap out here, what'd they do? They pillaged my land? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so they have no cards in hand. So let's see. So we can attack with the Archon. Alright, so these are our options. We can't Prismari Command because we don't have any white anymore. I guess we could attack with these two and then Creativity these. We could attack with this Archon, make them sack, then Creativity, and that'll be game. Alright, so we'll attack with the Archon. Hey, no problem, Deceptive Pants. Stop by anytime. I really wish that Mono Black was good in Modern, but it's just really not, unfortunately. Like, if you play an Urza Saga deck, you're not the best Urza Saga deck. If you play, like, anything that you do, right, you're just not as good as all the other decks, unfortunately. Alright. I think that it's not double Archon time. I think that it is triple Archon time. When you have 2 Archons, what's better than 2 Archons? 3 Archons. What is better than 2 Archons? Yes, draw a card, that'll help. Maybe there'll be less Archons. Triple Archon. GG's. GG's. Geez, this hand's pretty powerful. I'm gonna keep this hand. Could I elaborate? Well, the problem is Mono Black is not in a very good spot right now. It has potential, but it's very hard because you don't have the tools that other colors have. You don't have the card advantage engines. Like, if you try to play Urza Saga, you're a worse Urza Saga deck than a lot of other decks. I mean, I've tried to make Mono Black work. Trust me, I love Mono Black. But, you know, it just puts you at a disadvantage because you don't get to play the powerful 2-color spells. Like... what is that? What is this? What are you linking? No, I'm not playing any of that shit. That's the Cabal Coffer stuff. Alright. So we're going to get Xander's Loud. It's just very hard. It's very hard to play that deck. I'm just going to do nothing. Like, you have no card advantage. It's very difficult to create card advantage. Smallpox is your best card advantage engine, but it keeps you off doing the things you want to do. The thing is, you have to play like hand hate and permanent hate, and if something hits the board, you don't really have a lot of good answers. This is probably the mirror, TBH. We're just gonna discard the Archon to hand size. Like, what does Mono Black do that Black Red doesn't do? You know, it's just, I mean, I wish Mono Black was good. They're playing the same list as us. Yeah, this is the mirror. This is the mirror. Alright, give me a land. Alright, well, we're just gonna Archon ourselves back and forth. They're gonna Archon me, and then I'm gonna Archon them, and that's just gonna be it. I wish I could Thoughtseize them this turn. But, like, I love Mono Black. Do you have a copy of your list? Mono Black has a problem that, like, Jund has, where, like, if what you're Junding out, like, lines up perfectly, you will win any matchup. But the problem is, oftentimes, it's very difficult. Like, if you draw Thoughtseizes when they have a turn 1 Ragavan or something like that, you know, it's got major problems. I mean, every deck has that to a degree, but to try, your friend basically said you didn't like Murktide, and I thought Murktide's really good. All right, so if they creativity here and make a thing, then we'll just Thoughtseize them, persist our thing back. Now that we have lands. So we could go back and forth. Fancy deck. We're playing the same 75. What am I discarding here? I guess a Tainted Indulgence. Alright, so let's Thoughtseize them. We'll take their Transmogrify, I guess. Pay 2. Persist the Archon. Does kill the dwarf. Our opponent's not getting our joke. We're in a lot of trouble here because they're going to get... Maybe we're supposed to hard evidence so our thing doesn't die. Because I get to copy this Archon, which is brutal. There's nothing wrong with the decks. I don't think that the decks are bad. It's just... It's hard to win consistently with those decks. That's all I'm saying. We'll have to just kill the Kiki Jiki. It's pretty sweet. I mean, if you want to play it, play it. It'll be fun. Smallpox is really strong. Shrieking Affliction. You're not playing Urza Saga, which is probably good. Alright, where are we at here? So, alright, let's think. If we just persist and get an Archon, we just lose to this. If we persist back an Archon, then they just copy this, attack with 2 Archons, and we're dead. So we have to go Prismari Command, kill this. But if we do Prismari Command this, I guess we have to... Shit. I fetched this too early because I don't have a 3rd blue. I guess we're just dead, right? We're just dead to this. I guess I have to go 2 damage to any target, create a treasure, get another persist, and then I'll have to go hard evident. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. 2 damage to any target, target player creates a treasure. No, hold on. 2 damage to any target, target player creates a treasure. 2 damage, treasure. Yeah. Persist the Archon. We know they have the Fatal Push in hand. Yeah. I wish you luck, Lazar, and I hope you have fun playing the deck, but it's going to be hard for you, my friend. But it depends on what you're trying to do, you know? No, my Thoughtseize. How's it been running? Are you Sandpop? Oh, we're getting our ass kicked by your deck. We missed on land drops the first couple of turns. Our opponent didn't want to engage in us with shenanigans. I don't think we can get out of this. We could draw 2, and even if we hit a persist, we're still just dead. Alright, what would we want in the mirror? If I were to play the mirror, I think I'd want Flusterstorms? I don't think Fatal Push is a solution. Probably want Disputes. I kind of don't think Persist was very good. Although it was like good there, I want this and I want this. I could bring in this too. Dress sound for the mirror? I don't know. Does it? Doesn't really... I mean, it stops the ETB trigger, but doesn't solve the problem. Probably just want brutalities, right? Get rid of this. I don't want to do this persist package. Alright. No, even if I stop the dwarves... I don't know, we'll see. Dress down seems like it only like puts a band-aid on like an open wound if you stop the Archons. Yeah, but I also like if I would have drawn my 3rd and 4th and 5th land and I could have cast this on curve, I wouldn't have lost either. But maybe. Maybe. I think this is all going to come down to this stupid card. This card's so good in this deck. This is a very good addition to this deck. Alright. I'll listen to the chats. Alright. Kaito. The last time I played with this was on fucking Arena. Would you like to play first? Yes, I would. Huh. What about this hand? I don't really like this hand. I'm gonna mulligan this hand. This is better. This is a little bit better. Maybe I should pay 2 with the stream here in case I want to dispute. I don't think I'm gonna dispute the stupid thing. Do I want to mystical dispute this stupid dwarf thing? No, they're not doing that. Alright. They're thoughtseizing me. That's pretty good. Xander's Lounge. Oh, we won't be seeing their hands. Take that back. What's in your hand? Archon, Tainted, Thoughtseize. I don't really want to get Thoughtseize again. We could just mystical the Tainted so they can't discard the Archon. What did I play? My deck was not very good. I had the Cauldron Complete, which was good, but I never cast it, which was bad. And my deck was kind of trash. Maybe I should have paid 2 there in case they play Fabled and I can counter it. I'll probably lose if I don't counter the Fabled here. I could show you my pool. Just really didn't have a lot of late game stuff to do. Alright, am I going to mystical dispute this Tainted Indulgence? Probably, right? It's my only card in hand, but we know one of the cards in their hand is an Archon. So we know that they'd be at least able to dump that, which we don't really want them to dump that. Alright, is it time to attack with a homie for 1? I believe it is. I believe it's time to get aggressive. Alright, they're casting Prismari Command. Now, hopefully they don't have Persist. They discarded 2 Archons. Alright, so if we draw it, we win. Sick. Sick draws, brah. Could have got in for 1 if I cracked this. They need double red. Transmogrify. Cool. Alright. Our dwarf dies. Our land dies. I would very much like to draw Creativity. We're dead. we failed in our task of drawing creativity. We can't loot. This is the worst draw here. Because we might as well destroy their clue and make a clue. Because we're going to take 8 here. They're going to draw a card. This is so bad. We have to destroy target player, creates a treasure, destroy target artifact. Otherwise, we're just going to have them discard our hand. If we draw 2, discard 2, like, we're fucked. This was the worst draw possible. Maybe I should have sided some number of those out. Maybe I shouldn't have played my lands. But I want to be able to play around like a Spell Pierce or a Flusterstorm or something. Tainted Indulgence. We are probably deceased here. They shouldn't have played that land. They should have attacked first. See if they drew like creativity. Okay, so we could still win if we draw creativity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. GG's. GG's. Well, in our creativity deck, we failed to draw creativity. Maybe I was supposed to mulligan for it, but I felt like mulliganing put me at a disadvantage already. We lost to the mirror. Ugh. Every hand's had these Dwarven Mines. Should make the mana so rough. Do I keep this and hope I draw a land? I lost the other game doing that. Alright, this hand seems okay. Hello. Hello. Good luck. Have fun. Alright, so we'll keep this. We'll put back the creativity. We can't play the swamp and Thoughtseize because we need mountains for the homies. Alright, we'll put this back. Done. Do I have fun this game? Maybe. I'm probably playing then another mirror. Alright. We'll just yield. Guess we'll go to end step like a good player. Xander's Lounge. Ooh. What do we got? What are you doing? Is it the mirror? What are the odds it's the mirror? Always pretend to be a good player? I agree. Go to the end step. Crack fetch. Ooh. They are control. Wandering Emperor. Did I not put back Archon of Cruelty? Iteration. Wandering Emperor. I think we want them to cast Iteration because we want them to go shields down for a turn. So take the Snapcaster. Maybe I'm supposed to take Wandering Emperor there. But as long as we get this in play. You put away Thoughtseize? Am I that stupid? Did I really do that instead of this Archon? See? I'm so dumb. Don't listen to me on anything. Put away Thoughtseize and drew one. I thought I had this whole plan about Archon and I was gonna put Archon away and then blah 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 blah. Just stupid. That was dumb. I'm sorry. I meant to put the Archon away. Keep the Thoughtseize. Alright, so hopefully they played this. I did say a big plan. I did say, oh, I'm going to do this and do this and do this. Then I fucked it up. But it's okay, because we're going to draw Tainted Indulgence right now. Okay, well, maybe not. We'll draw that, and we'll pass. Maybe I was supposed to take the Wandering Emperor. But like getting an activation of getting an Archon activation and then getting in a hit of Archon is still probably going to let us to another Archon. But this is all perfect. So we have Transmogrify. They do have an Atwara up. They should know what we're up to at this point, but we'll see. Hopefully here they tap out and play the expressive iteration we left them. But they might not. Then we have the question of like, do we want to go for it into their hands? Well, they're playing a different list, right? Like, what deck that plays Counterspell also plays Expressive Iteration, you know? That's those kind of cards are at odds. Because you don't really want to tap out for an Expressive Iteration when you're playing Counterspell, you know? I'm going to jam it next turn. They have a Lightning Bolt, but, you know? You know what? What could go wrong? They have Wandering Emperor in their hand and Snapcaster Mage, so this isn't Murktide. This is something else. No, but I just meant like in slower blue-white control decks, you don't usually see Expressive Iteration with like a lot of counterspells. But, I mean, I guess they hit Bolt here, so that's probably fine. Oh, they have March, too. They could have hit. They hit a March. It's alright. This is the fundamental flaw with this deck. I guess it would have been a lot better if I had a Thoughtseize, so I shouldn't talk shit about it. But, I mean, we knew their hand 2 turns ago. I guess we could have sandbagged the Thoughtseize. Now they're going to play the Teferi. Okay. Alright. So, creativity. It's pretty easy. Legacy's pretty easy. Yeah, but don't be confused or put off by that, right? Don't feel intimidated by the fact that just start jamming leagues. The format's pretty... There's a lot of niche interactions, but you'll get used to it pretty quick. I believe you could do it, Pencer. It's pretty easy. The format's not that different than anything, right? You just have to... The one thing about Legacy is that, like, all the decks have, like, plus or minus 10 cards, right? So, like, Delver deck, they have, like, plus or minus 10 cards that they could be playing. Like, for example, some Delver decks are playing... Like, the sideboards are a little bit different. Like, there's, like, Brazen Borrowers in some lists. Other lists are playing that Mystic Sanctuary, right? Yeah. It's the same thing. Yeah. I think you'd like it. I think you'd like the format a lot. You just get basically blue-red's the best thing you can be doing. Alright, so they have a Wandering Emperor here. Just solid duding my thing. Ho ho. Ho ho. Well, guess what? Guess what time it is? Yeah. It's pretty easy, and I think you'd like it. Ho ho. Do I think Blue Red Delver is the best? I personally kind of think that they should ban Murktide. I think Murktide is just... Blue-white... Any Delver deck has never had a card that powerful. Like, Gurmag Angler was the closest thing, and it wasn't even... It's not even... The fact that it's blue, the fact that it flies... I think Murktide is the most egregious. Like, Murktide's what put Delver over the edge. Like, what was the biggest threat before? Tarmogoyf for, like, any of these things? Okay, so what happens here? They have the Wandering Emperor. We attack. They get a trigger. They Wandering Emperor. Then we just go crack, get another thing. Make 2 more? Alright, fine. And they're literally dead on board because... No, because they gain 2 life off the trigger here. So they go to 11. That sucks. Yeah, 2 mana 8/8s. Yeah, it was cool. Delver was cool. There was a lot of flexibility to it, right? There's a lot you could do. But that there was all kinds of colors. There was Bug Delver. There was Rug Delver. There was Blue-Red Delver. There was Turbo Delver. There was Swift Spear Delver. There was all these different Delvers. And then they printed Murktide. It's like, oh, okay. So Murktide is just the best thing you could be doing in this format. And it's not close to being close. Oh, okay. We could do this, but we'll just get rid of this. Yeah, 2. There's only 2 Archons left in the deck, but you got a 2. We could have done it first. We should have done it first, where we just cracked, made 2 Archons, and then they'd lose 2, and then we'd attack, and they'd lose 2 to that. So, didn't really matter. Didn't really matter how we did it. I guess this was the wrong way to do it. Okay, so we want this. We probably want Kaito. Kaito seems good. Probably don't want the Fatal Pushes. Probably want Disputes. And what else? I don't think I want Unmarked Grave. Prismari Command seems kind of sketch. Let's bring in one of these. Let's cut a Prismari Command. Yeah. Yeah, I think Murktide Regent was a mistake. The other... Before Murktide Regent, there was a card called... I'm going to tell you a secret about a lot of Legacy and franchise players. Oh, Murktide was so terrible. Murktide is dog shit design, for sure. Murktide is one of the worst. I mean, it's just like... It's like a better Hogak. It's like Hogak dominated and ruined a format, and you're just printing another one. And you're printing it in the best color, right? Like, it's okay-ish in Murktide, but... Or, it's okay in Modern. It doesn't dominate it. But you put it with Force of Will and the Days package, it's crazy. Ethereal Forger. Fuck is that card? Ethereal Forger. Like, this was what existed before Murktide. And, like, this card could be bolted. It wasn't unreasonable. But look at this card's value. You want to see something crazy? Like, this card was, like, nothing, nothing, nothing. And then it was $100. $80, $100. And then Modern Horizons 2 came out. And it's like, oh, well, this is just Murktide's just better. This card is worth $4 now, and it was one of the most expensive cards on Moto. They just, I could not agree with you more. Yeah. I could not agree with you more. No, but that Precon is only in paper. Tabletop, it never was really that crazy, right? Tabletop, it was like $8 or whatever. But on Moto... This was the pre-Murktide and then Murktide. Yeah, Murktide killed the Forager. Yep. Not even close. Just killed it dead. Thoughtseize you. I want Snapcaster, Spreading Seas. Iteration. Well, Spreading Seas is annoying. Get out of here. No. No, it's not. It's doing okay, and Hogak is a powerful deck, but it's not even in the top tier. Like, it is a powerful deck, but it's not, it's not even in the top tier here. Delver, 8-cast, 7 taxes, Blood Moon Aggro, Elves, Ad Nauseum, Reanimator, Sultai Depths, Blue Sun Zenith. You don't get to Hogak until you get Hogak. I mean, it still does well. It still top 8s or whatever. But, yeah. Because, like, if you look at the deck, right? the deck is kind of all garbage. Like, if you have Surgical for, like, if you have a Surgical for Avenge Vines and you have a Force of Will for a Hogak, then the deck is just a bunch of nothings. And especially now, because you can actually cast 2-mana 8/8s that can block this. Like, a Murktide can block a Hogak, which is unreal. Alright, so what are we doing here? The fact that Murktide can block Hogak is kind of egregious. Alright, yeah, but like... And, Hogak has the problem of it's a legend for Karakas, too. Iteration. I kind of want to Flusterstorm this, but that's kind of greedy. Yeah, like, Hogak's not even up here. It's super far down. But the cool thing about Legacy, and I will say this about Legacy, it doesn't matter what deck you play, as long as you take the time and you work on your deck, you can get results with anything. Like, this dude, Tony Scapone, I should be very careful with my Facebook. Leaving a legacy. This dude, Tony Scapone. Oh, this Australian Legacy League. Yeah. So here's Leaving a Legacy breakdown. Alright, here's the Leaving a Legacy top 8 lists, right? So Delver. What the fuck? How does this work? Leaving a list top 8 list. It's second, third. Yeah, like roll. Oh, there's this dude, Tony Scapone. He top 8'd with this tournament. Everybody thinks his deck sucks. It's his own special thing. He just keeps working at it and he keeps working with it. And he was able to put up results. He's been putting up a lot of results with the deck. So, like, people will tell you, oh, a deck sucks. But if you take the time and you work on it, you know, like a couple months ago, nobody was playing Ant. Nobody was playing Ant. Everybody thought Ant was bad. But I played it and I worked on it and I kept working at it. And I came up with a crazy win streaks in a row, you know? Like, I did really well for a couple of months when Ragavan was first banned. You know, I was having crazy luck. I was top 8ing everything. I was getting very, very lucky. But nobody was playing the deck. And if you, in Legacy, work at Legacy, you will have success. But you have to work at it. You have to put time in. You have to learn the meta. Yeah, I mean, you can play anything in Legacy, but you have to work at it. That's the truth about Legacy. You can play anything you want can be played in Legacy, but it's going to take time and effort, and you have to get good at it. You have to put time in, you have to put work in, you have to do the work so that you have a comprehensive sideboard plan for anything. You know what I mean? Alright. So that's my advice about Legacy. Yeah, what am I discarding here? You could probably discard the Lounge and the Persist. Probably Persist and Lounge. Ooh. I guess we'll attack. And then we'll Thoughtseize. And then probably Kaito. Kaito's kind of cracked. I play this dude in Standard. But that's my advice for Legacy, is that you can play anything you want if you stick to it. Alright, so that's what's going to happen. I'll take the Veto, then I'll play the Kaito, and they'll Snapcaster. I'll dispute it, and that'll be that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just the fact you have Force of Will. The fact you have Force of Will to, like, police this stuff. Oh, I want the Kaito. Yeah, Legacy Slivers is good too, because you're playing Wastelands and you're playing Vials and stuff. And the one thing about Legacy is there's not a lot of board wipes. I was going to plus. I've lost to Slivers. The winner got... This was the craziest stakes, right? Because most of the time, there's like a cutoff of, you know, first place is $1,000, second place is like $5,000 or whatever. But like the first place of this match, so it was like a top 8 match, and the top 4 got to go to Hawaii, an all expense paid ticket pro tour trip to Hawaii, right? So, and the rest of the top 8 got packs. So, and they were like less than 10 packs. It was such a fucking scam, this RPTQ. So, the winner of this match that I played with this one dude got to go to the Pro Tour. The loser got like 10 packs. It's like, it's unreal. You know? Yeah. So, to fly me from New York to Hawaii cost Wizards $2,000. And that poor dude that I played walked away with 12 or 10 packs. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to crack this because I don't want them to, like, of course. I don't want them to play the stupid guy that turns my shit into islands or whatever. Yeah, so how's that for a game? Game. One person goes to the Pro Tour, the other gets 8 or 10 packs or whatever like that. Okay. Yeah, Archon's a pretty good draw with this Fabled. We just have to not take too much damage from our lands, and we'll be okay. it was that Tide Shaper. Okay, so is there a way to do this that doesn't get blue? We could get black. That kind of puts us in a bad spot to get double Blood Crypt here. Kind of puts us off a lot of good cards. Do we want to do that? We can get Blood Crypt to get a mountain, and then we're like blocking. But we don't really have good blocks anyway. I guess we don't. We'll just get... Yeah. I guess we do it, right? I guess we do it. We try and not fetch a blue. Of course. Of course. It's alright. It's okay. I believe in our plan. I believe we've chosen the right plan. And everything's going to be fine. Copium. 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 What are you doing? Don't let anyone dim your sparkle. Oh, my sparkle's been pretty dimmed already. We got dimmed pretty quick in this match and this match. Real quick, we got dimmed. Tidebinder Mage. Oh my god. Our poor Shaman token. Yeah, we'll be able to block with the Archons. Okay, so we're going to discard... Yes. We're going to discard Archon. And Tainted Indulgence. Okay. Alright, so... We can crack... Get a homie. I guess we just have to persist. And then next turn, go double banger. I mean, they probably have a forced negation. We're dead anyway. Okay. Alrighty. I tapped poorly. I tapped poorly. Yeah. We're still dead. I tapped very poorly. I tapped very poorly there. We weren't dead, but I punted that very badly. And I'm sorry. I was talking and I was not paying attention to the fact we had another persist. Even if we fetched out a dwarf though, yeah. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm talking and not paying attention. I tried my best. EDH. Kaya's Ghost Form protects shit in EDH. So, it's an EDH card. Anything that's worth any play in EDH. I'm sorry, Chad. I should have done better with that one. We probably want Disputes. We probably don't want Hard Evidence and Tainted. No, I still... I should have just played the one. I was not thinking. Not thinking clearly. Alright. Would you like to play first? Yes. We'll win this one, though. Play Bloodstained Mire. Pass. Yeah, well, I mean, the other thing is, like, Commander is about what's sweet, not what's good. People like playing sweet things in Commander, you know? This hand's pretty good. Yeah. Well, no. Commander drives... There's two markets, right? Like... The card Thrumming Stone, right? I guess we'll get blue. Okay. Do we want to just make this? It's just like, when would you ever... I mean, we could destroy this thing. We probably should just destroy that thing now that I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think we just kill that and make a treasure. Destroy target artifact. Target player creates a treasure. We could loot here. We could have maybe waited till their upkeep too. Apparently didn't matter. Hello, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yeah, we should have done it during upkeep so they can't force negation it. But at the same time, if they 2-for-1 to force negation that, then we know that we can like resolve some of our better shit later. And I also probably should have got another Pain Land here, but I didn't really want to shock myself. I want to keep the stuff high. Okay. Alright, so let's just play... Should we try and Tainted Indulgence to draw land? No, let's just play Fable. And yield through the turn. Yeah, they just printed and printed and printed and printed and printed. Transmogrify. Printed and printed and printed and printed it and printed it and printed it. It worked on Magic Online. On Magic Online, Transmogrify are like nothing. Okay. I would like to use that ability. I'd like to discard Persist and Fable. Okay. This is pretty good for us. We can Thoughtseize them. Thoughtseize you. Ooh, well, I'm gonna take your Force Negation. And could attack with a Goblin. Attack with the goblin. Yeah, nice mana base. I'll gladly trade this goblin for... I'll get a land, get a thing. Or we could be savage. Do we want to be savage? Do we want to exist in a realm where we want to hurt our opponent rather than beat our opponent? I think that we do. I think that we do. You know what I have to do, chat. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Inflict maximum emotional trauma? Yes. Is that the best play? No. Did it feel like the best play? Yes. They must be destroyed, and they must learn never to come back. Okay. I don't know how a one-color deck can't make blue mana. Just bad deck building, I guess. Alright, we're not going to get that lucky next time, but, you know. Always feels good when you get freebies. Alright, let's run it back. They must learn never to play fish again. Anyway. Yeah, like, you can play any deck you want in Legacy. If you work at it and you take your time at it like this Tony guy, you can, you know, do well with anything. This hand kind of sucks. Sell my PS5 and buy 5 Goyfs now? Listen, if you play on Moto, we only care about Moto economy on this stream. And Tarmogoyf, you could get a Tarmogoyf for $8. You can, or for $9, you can get a playset of Tarmogoyfs on Magic Online, and you can get Future Sight ones, the nice ones, for like $9. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I hate Eternal Weekends. Don't get me started on Eternal Weekends. I hate to do this, but we have to. Yeah, they're doing better than they did the entire last game. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Moto is just supply and demand at its simplest form. Okay. Well, we're blocking this. We'll crack fetch, get a black, tainted if they don't do anything. If they do something, we'll just counter it. Well, that's because nobody's drafting that set. I sold 5 unlicensed Hearst yesterday for like $40 from... I've just been sitting on them from opening all the fucking challenge chests for a while. I made so much money. It was glorious. Yeah. In the land of tutus, the O3 is king. Is there a reason to Tainted Indulgence now and try and hit a land? I think so. Yeah, that's the real reason. Yeah. Yeah. It's just expensive to draft on Moto. It's awkward. Arena drafts are so much cheaper, and you get your free ones. And the set gets kind of boring after a while. Alright, we take 3. We go to 6 here. What horrible stuff are they leaving up here? That's the question. We need to draw lands. Okay. So now our options. Now I have a lot of options. I kind of feel like we go to their turn. Fatal push one of their... Let's just go to combat on their turn. No. Motor is better for both, in my opinion. If you're playing on Arena and you open, like... I opened, like, 7... Well... You can't open $70 cards on Arena. You just build your useless collection of cards you'll never play. Yeah. If you can go infinite, yeah. Yep. That's Thulak. You have hit the nail on the head. No dusting, no nothing, no tradable, no sellable, no nothing. They just want you to pump an unlimited amount of money into that game, and doing that's just not smart. Okay, so let's see what happens. They're going to attack here. What do we want to do? I guess we want to just try and fatal push this, so then we can block this. Yeah, it's free. Alright, we'll block. And then at the end of the turn, we'll get a little fancy with some Prismari commands, and we'll see what we can do. Okay. Alright. So now we'll get a homie. And we will cast Prismari Command. We'll choose draw 2, discard 2. Or you just do 2 damage to this. We can't do 2 damage to this because they have the ward. So I guess we're just drawing 2. Target player draws 2 cards, discards 2 cards. Target player draws 2 cards, draw 2. Alright, we'll discard you. And we'll discard Fabled. Alright, now we need to draw something to deal with their force of negation that they have in hand. Any counterspell. That's really a problem. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3 Archons, so there's 1 Archon left in the deck. So if they have force of negation, they have force of negation. I guess we just go for it on the... If they have force negation, they have force negation. What are you going to do? Get countered and get destroyed? Yep, sounds about right. Alright, 1, 2... This does get to draw them a card, which is so annoying. Wait to crack, make a dwarf, double block the Harbinger. What'd they pitch? They pushed Clashpool Mimic. I'm gonna block with the crab token. Gotta keep our life total kind of high here. Fuck. That takes out some of our best outs. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Fable. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? I can go 2 damage to this, create a treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I put this land into play tapped, and then I kill this. Next turn I can play the Archon. And they can't force a negation it because we're playing it the way God intended. Alright, we will crack this, make a person, and double block this. And then creativity or Prismari Command it. No, Relic is just pay 1 to exile. It's not like the other one. Okay, so let's see what they attack with. We should do this with the draw trigger on the stack. We should shoot it for 2, make a treasure. 1, 2, 3. 2 damage to any target. Target player creates a treasure. Hopefully this eats a counterspell. Or gets them to spend mana of some type. Alright, so now we're going to crack our fetch. Get the other homie. Get the last homie in the deck. Okay, we'll draw with the clue token too. And then we will double block. Block, block. That should be 4 damage. If they have a flash merfolk, they have a flash merfolk, and it's not good for us. Okay, okay. Looks like we got it. Looks like we got it. Dead. Revolt. Okay, we will exile a land. You got it. Tough bargain. Might as well draw with this clue here. Another Prismari Command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully they don't have counterspell. Hopefully they just have force negations in their hand. Huh. Okay. Well, fuck. I guess we put that on the bottom. Don't want to draw that. That hurt. That hurt. Alright, so now we have 1, 2. Okay, so now there's 2 Archons left in our deck. Oh, we're dead. We got a 1. We have a draw step. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Target player draws 2. Target player I guess we could try and kill their shit, but no. Wait, hold on. Target player draws 2, discards 2, creates a treasure. We have to get ridiculously lucky here. Well, Fatal Push kills this. I guess we're not dead. I guess we discard Tainted Indulgence. I guess we have to Prismari. We have to crack for a land. Crack for a mountain. Fatal Push this. Prismari Command one of these. We have to discard 2 cards, so it's not going to work. I guess we have to discard these 2. Then we have to go to our opponent's turn. Sack the treasure, get the... Alright. There's no reason to do it now. We might as well wait till their turn. We could do 2 no, it's not an artifact creature. I think artifact is like a sub to super type or whatever. We'll find out. Alright, let's tap them. Yeah, it's a super type or something like that. Alright, so we're gonna go crack for black. Fatal Push. I mean, they have 5 cards in hand. They're gonna have a counterspell to this. Actual factual counterspell. Alright. Well, we should have won game 1 of this, but I punted game 1 away. Yeah, we're just dead. We kill one of these. So we'll find out if we can... Yeah, there's no artifact on the board. It doesn't even show that there can be an artifact on the board. Alright, we are deceased. That was my fault. In game 1, I could have cast a... thingy. I could have cast the predict, the res, the persist. So I threw away this matchup. I probably threw away the mirror by keeping a shitty hand. What do we think of the deck? It seemed cool. Seems really powerful at beating unprepared decks. You just kind of dumpster them. Fable the Mirror Breaker is crazy. If any game goes long enough for Fable to be good, the card's just nuts. It's an interesting deck. We've messed around with this deck a lot in the past, and it's nice to see this getting some love. This list did top 8 with Sand Pop. Who was it? It was Dex Popular.